Yes, people, we're back for another episode of Life Be Like, and we got Chanman and Gigi here today. So we got fresh off another Unleashed event. Chanman got the win, so I wanted to speak to you and just see what's in the future for you, see what you've been up to. So what you saying?
Oh, you want me to speak now?
It's your go now. It's your go. He needs to wake up.
Well, I was just thinking, go on. Just gonna train until the end of the year, till February, and then just find a new opponent.
Yeah. So who did you, just for people that don't know, who did you just fight?
Bash.
Yeah. How did that go?
Stopped him in the first round.
Yeah. Did you anticipate a harder fight? Because you sort of took him out pretty early.
To be fair, I should have. To be fair, I had two this year. It's my third one, but I didn't really train as hard as I should have. Do you know what I mean? But so I got back onto it. But I didn't think he was going to be much anyway. He's got a glass chin.
Yeah. Goes down. What?
He's pushing.
I think there was a push in there somewhere.
Might be
one of the 5 knockdowns.
Might be an elbow.
Yeah. But yeah, how come you weren't training as much as you usually do?
Lost my dad, didn't I?
Did you?
Yeah. Obviously, I used to drink. The reason I started Unleashed was to stop drinking and taking drugs, isn't it? Obviously, I got mental health problems.
If you just pull this a little bit, you treat it a little bit like a microphone and
the start.
you pull it.
You want me to pull it? Okay,
yeah. So you're just speaking.
Much out of me,
that's it. Speaking into it like you was in a booth with a microphone.
This is the reason why I started.
Yeah.
Unleashed in boxing. Stop drinking, taking drugs. Do you know what I mean? Because my mental health was fucked anyway. Do you know what I mean? I got borderline personality disorder, ADHD, and all that.
Yeah.
So do you know what I mean? Just be that. It's helped me a lot. So I've done the first fight, and then I've done the second fight, and obviously my dad's died, so I didn't really train. I ended up relapsing, and then fought Bash. So now I'm back on track in it. So I'll be a proper clamp this time. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Fair
Ned
play.
wasn't really in it with Bash.
Yeah.
But he wasn't hard to beat, so
Yeah.
you know what I mean? I respect the guy. He's saying I spoke to him. He's a nice lad. You know what I mean? We had no beefs, no madness. He's a nice lad. But mine wasn't really in it. But if it was someone else, it probably was a bit harder. You know what I mean? Gone different. Do you know what I mean?
You went out there a little bit and just sort of had it rather than
admit that, because obviously it could have gone that way. You know what I mean? My head wasn't really in the game at that point.
Yeah. Well, I suppose that the fact that, like you say you've got into it for that reason of sort of it's pulling you away from some of the more negative things.
I was doing wicked, man. I was just wicked the whole year. I've had the odd blips here and there. Do you know what I mean? I was like...
It's a big thing though. That's like obviously.
Yeah,
it's
that's
tough,
what I'm saying.
Like,
I wasn't really in it, but obviously I've said I do it. So
yeah, but you still got the win, man.
Yeah,
that's probably a good thing that you said you were going to do it though, because like say if you've relapsed, and you keep going,
100%. I would have definitely. Half wouldn't let me give up anyway.
He tried to pull out, didn't he? Soft gun.
Said my head wasn't it? He said you're not. I said
not a chance. I'm throwing you in there, mate.
Is that how the combo went?
Yeah. What I said to him, I said my head's not in it. Do you know what I mean?
Turned up outside, put you in the boot.
He just basically said, "Don't." I'll drag you out of a session next to the fight. I was like, I was own it.
Well, the mad thing is, when I first ever met you, when we first went to do the interviews, I don't think you was there.
No.
And like I remember me and Arthur, we went around looking for you to get you to this interview, and so I'd never met you, and it's mad how
in the kitchen.
yeah.
Proper in the kitchen.
But it's mad how them perceptions of like I'd never met you, and then I've watched that first fight. And then I've watched I watched the first build up.
You tried to catch me at the first fight. I was in the kitchen, innit?
Yeah.
Obviously, if you go with it,
we're knocking on doors, bro. Right?
You can't catch me. Yeah, I'll go missing hiding.
Yeah, we turned up to one of the, I think it was where you were living. Gigi's knocking on the doors, asking people, where the fuck is he?
Disappeared, man.
Disappearing that.
But at that point, because I literally had never even seen you, Kurt was in the car. And so he was coming round with us for this face-off. So in my perception was, Kurt's turned up. I don't know who this other guy is, but he's going to win. And so I was like, it took me by surprise when you come out and just
I did turn up to an interview, mate, but I definitely turned up to fight.
Well, I remember when I first started realising that you were going to win that fight, was like, it was on the day when he just slowly started getting wavier throughout the day, and you just you grew in confidence.
I just said to him, I don't chat shit. I said to him that from there. I said, don't, because he kept on trying to message me. Flat back and forth. I said, listen.
So you called me a crackhead?
I said, listen, I'll just see you.
I'll see you on the day.
I'll see you on the day. You don't need to see. You can't bully me. You can't get in my head because you can't do that. I'm not asked about what you say. I'll just see you there and then. I'm not one of them ones go back and forth. Because Because it's like intimidating sort of thing. You can't
Yeah,
intimidate
yeah.
me. I'll see you on the day.
Yeah.
Try and intimidate me when we're in the ring.
Well,
I've seen you on
it-
your face-offs, though, like, mate, your
Yeah.
face-offs are funny. The ones I've seen,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
you do put them on the back foot,
Yeah,
man.
well,
like,
fuck it, innit? I'm not arsed having
Like,
the thing is,
sick.
I'm not arsed about fighting, so if you,
But that's
for
it.
you to try and scare me, I'm not bothered about having fighting, win or lose.
Yeah, so don't
so
bother
why
you.
you can't
Yeah.
bother me? So if you're gonna try and mentally fuck me, you're not gonna win.
Well,
it
that
way.
was clear in the first one with him. The confidence shifted. Like at first, he was very loud. So like your
Well,
first interpretation would have been
School,
like, oh,
innit?
okay,
You know,
he's
like
confident.
School
bullying,
yeah.
Oh yeah. And then someone puts it back on him. They
Yeah.
flap it. don't
That's
they?
pretty much what happened was he's come in very
Yeah,
confident, and
yeah,
the
I
more
knew
you
that.
were like, I'm not bothered,
Oh,
the more
sorry. What's
it
the
like
worst you can
swung.
do to me? Break
Yeah,
the
you
nose.
got the
I've
gloves on
I've
as
had
well,
my
yeah,
nose
it's like
broke.
work.
Yeah.
I've had black eyes. Do you know what I mean? What's the worst?
I remember
you
the
can do?
first one you would say, you kept saying he was on about something. I think there was some beef with one of his mates before, and he was
Yeah,
like,
he got
punched
knocked-
his lip
Yeah.
through his, or no,
Yeah.
punched his teeth through his lip.
I've seen that one as well,
Yeah,
yeah.
that was
His
the
mate
clip.
got
where-
slapped.
Yeah.
Shut him down
Yeah,
there.
well, that's it.
Creating
Your
them viral
your mate
moments.
got slapped. You're gonna get slapped, isn't it?
That's what people want to see there. So, because obviously we were saying that obviously when we were doing like the post-fight interviews and that sort of thing, and like we wanted to see people riled up. That's why probably people come to your fights, isn't it?
Yeah,
Because
they
they
do
know
know.
it's entertaining.
I don't care. I'll go out and have a ride. Fuck it.
Yeah, man.
Well, I do like to entertain. It is a wicked. I like to have a laugh.
He's a natural-
I do like to.
He's a natural born entertainer.
Are you not entertained?
You keep fucking entertaining.
No,
lads.
'cause I don't- if someone's sounding me, I won't be arsed with him. I had
Yeah,
Curtis coming in mad, and I thought, fuck you, fuck you. Then that Gumtree one, fucking
Brother,
I
that
walked,
was
listen,
the best
yeah,
one.
but the thing is, before that the face off, I went up and shook his hand. No one
Yeah,
knows
yeah,
this.
yeah.
And said, whoever wins, fair dues.
Yeah.
And then he come and goes, oh, we'll have it outside.
Yeah,
and
that
then that's
was-
when I started losing my head, saying,
Yeah.
you're a sausage, bruv. Do you know what I mean?
I never heard someone call someone a sausage and
Yeah,
it'd
he's
be
not
so
even a
impactful
problem. Yeah,
until I met you. And
You
you're
are
just
a
destroying
sausage.
people. with the
Everyone's
word
a sausage.
Proper sausage.
Because everyone just knows, and everyone's just like, yeah, he looks like a
It's like when
sausage.
you
Well,
go
so
and
you're
say-
not even giving him a
No,
proper
it-
insult. You know what I mean? That's where you're like, you're pathetic, you're a
It's like-
sausage.
It's like when your mum says your name when you've done something naughty. But when I call
Your
you a
full
sausage,
name, your
you
full
know
name.
you're a
No.
sausage. You're a sausage. You know you're a sausage.
Yeah,
Oh,
that
shit.
even with that one, like he was trying to play the confident role, and it's like you could see that it was a bit of an
I
act.
wanted to slap him straight there in the face. There,
What did I can't even remember what he said about Gumtree. I didn't even understand what it was.
Oh,
Yeah.
not that one.
Yeah, what was that?
Fuck's sake. He was like, my
Can
family.
we get
He's
a
like- he's
video
like,
here,
my long line of
please?
Yeah,
family.
my lineage.
Right here
don't know
somewhere.
about I am this man's family, basically saying how much of his fighting family he's got, and then he said, "Yeah, look, check me up on Gumtree." And
But
he's
why
like,
would he be on Gumtree?
Yeah,
So
he's
it's a
like,
selling
he's
site.
like, that's a selling site, and he kept on saying, "Oh, I've been around the country." I said, "What? Did you driving? You'd have to."
Didn't he get cuddled by his old dear at the end of the fight?
His mum said to me before I got in the ring, and she goes, "Jake, don't hurt him." I was like, "Mate, you know what I mean?"
Yeah, she
Yeah, you got cuddled. Done.
Yeah, you got
I'm
cuddled.
sure that was a first round fight as well, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was the first round.
You
Yeah.
get some more ring time, didn't you?
Who would you
Yeah.
say your best opponent's been like out of the ones you fought?
Fucking hell, probably fucking Curtis, and
He
that's
kept
all.
getting back up.
At least he got a bit of a thing is you got to remember I've just come off of fucking I've been like sessioning for
In the
years.
kitchen.
I was massive fat, unhealthy. But Curtis now wouldn't even last 10 seconds, I don't care in the ring, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it was
But
a
at
first
least
fight,
he-
innit?
At least he lasted all them rounds. The one after him lost the first round. And then Bashwell lost in the first round. Do you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah,
the
yeah,
fit
of
all
course.
gone, but Curtis must have just had a fucking.
Yeah, but you're like, for you, as long as you keep working on your fitness, you're just gonna get better and better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The worst fight I think I had was the Bash fight.
Yeah.
Because my head wasn't in it. I hadn't trained. I wasn't,
You just swung,
I
innit,
didn't
really?
box. I just swung it out like a swinging match.
Yeah.
I walked straight into his punch, first punch. He clocked me first punch. And I just gone swinging with him. And obviously just clocked him.
No, did he? No, did he?
No,
did he?
Just going
Just
mad.
gone toe to toe.
I ain't gonna lie, fucking hell, you can see it on the fight, like, that wasn't boxing.
Sloppy.
But
It was a
I
row,
did
yeah.
better. I did
It
it
was a
better.
scrap, wasn't
did
it?
better
Yeah.
with fucking Curtis, but I'm trying to say my head wasn't in it. I've just come off a 3-week session. My dad just died, do you know what I mean? My
Yeah.
mental health all over the place. Didn't even want to fight. Wouldn't even care if he beat me up anyway in my mind. Do you know what I mean? My
Yeah.
head was fucked.
Do you
and
feel?
he's hit me, and I just got a bit angry. I thought, fuck it. Just
What, you were-
why are you swinging? Just like, what? You know what I mean?
It was,
Handbags at
you
dawn.
couldn't see any. It was just like blurs of
Yeah,
hands.
this is what I'm trying to say. But like,
Yeah.
I'm honest in it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
I've just
yeah,
gone in there like that.
Well, like we were talking about earlier about, like we mentioned about like professional fighting. Sometimes when two people are trying to outpoint each other or something, it can be boring
Yeah,
for fans. You know what I mean? So I do think that plays a part. That people
They
that
did
come
love
into
it though,
watch,
didn't
they
they?
know you're gonna have a row. So it's
Yeah.
like
It's all
I was
pisses me
excited
off.
waiting for your fight because I know
Yeah,
it's
they
gonna
do.
be good. You're gonna go in there and
What
swing.
they're there for, though, innit? You want to see actually people box. You don't want to see people hugging all day.
Thing
It's
is,
just like
though,
they're fucking hitting.
I spar harder than all 3 of them fights and done better. Do you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah,
facts.
Curtis pissed me off. The other one, like, I fucking fumed me because he started going on about Gumtree shit and that. So that pissed me off. And
Just because he's a sausage.
and
he
my
had to
head
get
wasn't
slapped.
really in it with him anyway because I've been sessioning him. I didn't care if I won a fight or lost. I wouldn't care if Bash beat me that day. My head was gone. Like, do you know what I mean? But then he's hit me, and then I got pissed off because I thought, you fucking not hit me, you cunt. So I hit him to the fucking hit me. Bang me
You
straight
just
in the
forgot he was
face.
boxing at one point.
Yeah, you fucking assaulted me.
Just been banged for no reason.
Yeah, I'd have put him in the chokehold in that match.
Still in the kitchen, grab the plate.
But that's how I felt, do you know what I mean? But
Have you
Yes,
been like doing more
I will-
boxing training? So like, do you feel like as you fought more, like the boxing skills been getting better, or is it just straight rowing?
nah, I can fight better than them I fought in every single ring. I've sparred loads better than every single time, man. It's just always been emotions.
Yeah,
Do you know what I'm saying? The first
Take over.
time Kurt really fucking pissed me off. We had that better tattoo on it.
Yeah.
He just sort of swang. I was unfit anyway. I've just come out of. Well, I've just the first time I've ever fucking trained in about fucking 10 years. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then the second one, he was going on raw, so he did. But then Bash was just that was a more emotional.
Do you feel like obviously because you've done the Bash thing? Because whenever I speak to people who come off, say, getting on the session a lot, and then something big happens and it pushes them back, if they can get through that first big thing, it kind of gives them a second bit of strength because you've been tested now.
It wasn't the fight. I needed to get my head together anyway because I was just fucking.
Well, that's what I mean from the personal side of things.
Yeah,
now
yeah,
you've been, you've had sobriety, or not even sobriety, but just you've had
Bit of discipline.
You had being in a better place. You've had it tested now. So do you feel like now you've on the other side, you feel a bit stronger in being in a better
Yeah, I
place?
don't like sessioning no more. Like my mental health can't happen because all the years of fucking sessioning, you don't realise as you get older, your mental health gets worse.
Deteriorates, yeah.
And worse. And me having that long fucking time off
Yeah.
for this year, and then my dad's going and my fucking head going to and going on a 3-week session flat out. It's gone. My mental health's gone from not getting wrecked for so long and then getting wrecked for a long period, gone well down suicide thoughts, mad.
Yeah,
I feel like obviously if
bad
it can be a
places,
reminder of why you-
why I stopped in the
Yeah,
first
yeah,
place.
well, that's what I was about to
Yeah,
say.
yeah,
I feel
yeah.
like obviously if you've had a bit of a period where you've not done it because you've been training, and then obviously you've hit it again, it's like your body reacts
the
differently.
reason
and
I
you're like,
stopped
whoa.
this from 30 odd years of doing it is because of that. And obviously I've stayed off it and done so well. Everyone's proud, happy, doing stuff. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's good.
And then I've had that mad bender, and then the come down was 12 times worse.
But that you can use that. What I've always found, I used to fucking get on the session way too much, and then when I sorted myself out, if I ever slip, rather than absolutely bullying myself about it and making myself feel worse, I use it as
wasn't that, it
as
was
a
just-
wake up
I
to
was
be
just
like,
angry.
this is what I don't want to be doing.
Yeah, but I was just angry because I was
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
fuck,
Well, obviously
fuck
in
this,
your-
I'll fuck
It's a
the
bit
world.
different as well. Obviously, what you've gone through is a bit.
I
heavy.
just
yeah,
felt
yeah.
like fuck the world.
one of the worst things.
Look at me as you're going smack in the face. No, because it's your fault. It's your fault.
Yeah,
parent,
no,
innit?
for sure.
Yeah.
And then like obviously just shit that. But obviously then I thought, oh fucking, and then after about 3 weeks of wrecking my life.
So how do you feel now? Do you feel good now? Do you feel
Yeah,
like?
because I come off the session feeling even worse.
Yeah.
So what's the point in sessioning? Because I'm just going to feel 10 times worse.
Yeah, yeah.
And the problem will still be there.
But it's about ingraining that in your mind. That
if
if I have an issue and I go and do that, I'll feel better for a minute, and I'm gonna feel.
You've got to get over that. What the problem is, doesn't matter if
Yeah.
I wake off a 3-week session, he's still not going to be there.
Yeah.
So you've got to deal with
Yeah,
it.
definitely.
So
You got to find a
instead
way
of
to get
being
through
getting
it.
wrecked and getting mad.
dealing with
mental-
reality innit? And
Reality, yeah,
looking
you
in the
just-
mirror and
all
seeing
you're
what's
trying
going
to do
on.
is block something out. What's not
Yeah.
there.
You can't block it out there because obviously because it is the truth. And if you think
because
about
you're
it
going
every
to
day,
wake up with that problem still there.
Yeah.
But it
no
takes
matter what.
I think it takes a good amount of maturity to realise that, because in your
Yeah,
20s
it's
you
hard.
you'll just keep going
A
down
lot of
that path.
people do it.
Yeah.
Do you know how many
Rinse and
people?
repeat.
I had a post on Facebook yesterday, saying about men talking about the problem. I say to people don't understand. You can laugh and we can laugh and joke now and smile, but in your head you can feel so sad,
Yeah.
and like suicidal.
Yeah, so bad.
And that's so true with men.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I've been there, mate. I was laughing, dad laugh, and I was laughing and joking, but inside I felt like having a blow me on my head out. Do you get what I'm trying to
Yeah,
say?
I feel like
yeah.
people don't want to be a burden, do they?
Yeah, but people don't think like other men don't think that other men think that. Do you know what I'm
Yeah,
trying to say?
yeah, they feel like it's
their
only in their
thoughts,
head.
it's just their self, and they
Yeah.
have to do. And that's a hard thing for men to do.
It's because and a lot of the time they'll put on that face in front of everyone
Yeah,
until
they
they're
shouldn't do
home
that.
alone. Do
I'd
you know what I
rather
mean?
my mate cry on my shoulder than fucking go and kill himself.
Look,
Yeah,
that's
and
what
go to his funeral.
that Paddy the Baddie thing. He did that big speech, didn't he? Where he
Yeah,
said he was
yeah,
fighting
but
for his mate, and he didn't know he was
100%.
feeling that type of way,
Yeah,
and
but it's
just
true
reaching
because
out.
men don't think like other men can feel that, but other men do, but they're just not talking about it.
We're all very similar,
Do you
though.
get what I'm
Yeah,
trying to
yeah,
say?
100%. It's
Instead of
spot on.
like women, they go around and fucking chat shit to each other in the kitchen. Like men don't do that. It's all
Go
like,
get it.
Not that kitchen, different kitchen.
Yeah, no, the cup of tea kitchen. a couple of tickets, yeah. Not the old kitchen. They're down there for different reasons.
No, I agree though. I think you hear it all the time that you always hear like, you know, like if it's your good mate, you know what he's feeling.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
say if you're in a group situation, 5 of you at the pub, say if you were down, you don't want to go to your mate and say, oh, I'm going to bring the vibe
feel
down.
like a cunt,
But it's
yeah,
like if they're
yeah,
actually your close mates, there's no vibe to bring down because it's like your good mate would know.
But some people, it depends where you're from, innit? Because some people just don't feel like you can do that at all.
Yeah,
So, like,
depends what's
especially if it's like supposed to be, oh yeah, he's like, do you know, like especially young kids 'cause now these days, because they're all supposed to be hard.
Yeah,
you know,
cool.
like when they're all teenagers.
Yeah.
Like all this gang bang, all this mad shit. That's the.
Yeah, but better than man, I got better PTSD. You see it constantly. All
Do
these
you
gang
understand?
Yeah, of course.
How
bro.
could they possibly tell one of their mates when they're all supposed to pretend they're a lot of the gangsters?
Yeah,
you get
yeah.
what I'm saying? But they should really.
Yeah.
But in
Because
my,
a lot of this shit wouldn't even happen.
I've
if
always
you just
seen
listen.
that as a next level amount of weakness, though. Do you know, like you get these people who
Yeah,
are
I know,
so
yeah, but
afraid
how
of
sad is
tapping
it,
into
though?
themselves because they want to put on a hard face. Well, the hardest thing to do is to actually be a bit honest with yourself.
Yeah,
Right? It's a
just say,
lot
listen,
braver than.
But don't you think that's a sad world for the youth to grow
Yeah,
up?
it's miserable.
Do you know
But
what I
it's
mean?
superficial because it's all about the exterior.
Yeah, this
it's
is what
not
I mean.
about
What they
what's
see
going
on
on
TV.
inside. It's just about how I look.
Yeah, what they see on TV and all
Yeah.
these mad like fucking gangbang fucking videos. and all
What in terms of like the people you've seen, especially obviously Telford, Birmingham, and probably spread out as well. What sort of like? Because what I've said to Gigi a few times is like the impact that Unleashed has had on the people around him has been in.
Fair.
It is
'Cause
big.
when we started the first off, I just thought, fucking, I need to stop drinking and taking drugs. But with that, it took 3 months for that training. Because you start to think, oh, life's a lot better out drinking drugs. And you start
There's more to life.
Yeah, but when you're in that rut, it's hard to get out of it. A week or two off, it's not going to be long enough.
Yeah.
But a full camp and then training with people in the gyms who are just, gym heads and do boxing. And then you meet other lads and they say,
You become close to people doing positive things as well.
Do you want to come out with us? They said,
Yeah.
do you want to come out? Instead of when your mates ring you and say, do you want to come out for a drink? You're going out with them.
Well, you make different friends, don't you? Different circles.
Yeah.
Well,
that's
like
good,
you
isn't it?
even like you probably didn't spend as much time with him before,
No.
and then through
Big head,
this.
isn't
Yeah.
He's got him now. I got you for
Through
life.
that.
Pardon me.
But then he's in the gym, and it's like you can
Nah, it's good,
keep
man.
each other
He
in
does a
that.
lot for people, too. He does a lot. People
Nah,
don't
he's
see
a
that.
pillar, definitely out. He's
But
a
you
pillar of
know,
the
a
community.
lot of people don't see that.
I thought he said a pillar.
he's a
I
pillar,
was
don't
give me
worry.
a second. I was like, he's a pillar.
No, fucking hell. No.
That's
A pillar.
That's who's on the kitchen.
Sorry, he's a pillar. You're the pillar.
Yeah, he's in the kitchen.
Fuck's sake.
No
Nah,
kitchen,
but
no.
it is like, obviously, it's a big thing doing what you're doing, though. Have you got a lot of responsibility? Like, there's a lot of stress when you're trying to put these
He
events
does a lot of
in
things
it.
he doesn't have to do, what people don't see in Telford. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, he's dragged me out of sessions, he's stopped me doing things that I shouldn't have done.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But he doesn't have to, because he can go and find another charm man. So there's loads.
Yeah, but your part is part of the brand, isn't it? Obviously, it's not
There's
just
only
that
one
people
Chan
that
man.
do it. There's only one Chan.
The man, the myth, the Chan.
No, but he can always change me with someone else. To
Yeah,
fight
no, I
someone.
get
He
you, I
doesn't
get you.
have to do what he has to do.
There's a lot of people that are getting there and
he
have a
does it
scrap.
for other
Yeah,
people.
but another thing I found though, like life isn't just about what you have to do.
Yeah,
Like a lot of the time,
yeah,
the best things that go on are things that you don't really need to do, isn't
No,
it?
a lot of things.
Yeah,
just
but that's the testament
Of who you are.
How many people do you know that would do the bare fucking minimum? That
Yeah, just get
just to
out.
get by, that
this
don't
is
help
what
people
this
out.
is
So
what
it's
I'm
like
trying to say.
it is a
lot of
rarity.
people judge people,
Yeah.
but then don't realise what people do under.
Yeah, on paper, somebody could sit there and think whatever they want about Gigi, but
what people
what's
do,
he actually
like,
doing for people
behind
is-
the
Yeah, for
scenes.
sure, for sure.
Do you understand? Like he's training another lad today in the gym. He's picking him up every day. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
No
yeah,
one
yeah.
knows about that. He's not
Yeah.
training me.
It's
He's
passion,
and
though,
it-
isn't it?
he's training me because he's got a champion now.
but also not feeling.
You're a
he's-
young stallion, Chan.
He's a person that doesn't feel the people that are genuinely helping people are people that don't feel the need to go. I'm helping
Yeah,
people.
yeah,
Me,
yeah,
you
yeah.
see me give money to that homeless man.
Film
Like,
it.
do you know what I'm
That's
saying?
what I always
So
say.
yeah, so
you
what
know,
he's doing.
Everyone's watched what I do, but
Yeah.
really, he's not even. No one really seen what he's doing,
Yeah,
but he's
yeah.
still helping.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
And he probably don't realise that people do notice, like, and think to themselves what he's doing is
yeah,
good. Do you know what I
I do
mean? I
all
see
the
things he
time.
does, and I think
Yeah.
fair fucking.
But we-
Because you know him as well, Jake. You know,
Yeah,
no,
you
for
know
sure.
he does things what he doesn't have to do in the background.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Don't watch his ego.
It's a wide angle, but it ain't that wide.
Yeah.
The screen will not fit in that head.
Me and Jake always say this though. We always say it's not about what people see like on the gram. It's about what goes on behind closed doors, isn't it? It's like putting the hours in when it might not actually be that rewarding for you. So like, yeah, man, that's what it's about.
I reckon the next Unleashed will be the biggest one. I reckon. It's best.
What
definitely for
what are
me,
you
innit?
thinking with that? Because obviously we chatted a little bit earlier. You're saying about an opponent. What are you thinking? What's
Yeah, it's got to be someone. I will box properly this time.
Gonna train
I don't
properly.
have no emotions in this one because I don't want
Stay
no
on the jab.
emotions. Yeah, I don't.
I ain't seen a jab yet.
That's what I mean. You don't need to.
Windmills.
Just
You
windmill.
don't need to.
Fucking
don't
jab.
you? Yeah.
Jab round here.
Are you
Yeah.
orthodox
Yeah.
or southpaw? I'm windmill.
Whatever hand hits you first. Isn't it?
Yeah. You're
Well,
going
that's
down.
what people come and see. Don't
Yeah,
they?
that is.
I ain't. Cause I went out. I've never said I'm a boxer, but
Yeah,
I'll go
yeah.
in there
But
and
you'll
I'll
have it.
fucking have a round.
Yeah, but listen,
Yeah.
that's what it's like. You know, any of these like fighting events, people are having a drink. They want to see a scrap. Like I
Yeah,
said,
that's
it's
it.
like,
Who
Right,
wants
so
to
they
see-
go. They're going watching amateur fucking.
Everyone wants to see.
yeah,
fucking
yeah. What
fight.
amateur about? Yeah,
People on the
look.
way to their
If you
Olympics
know
and shit.
someone's
just
going to
having
go
it
in
off.
there with someone who's going to swing it the fuck out with someone,
Yeah.
it doesn't matter. Fuck the rules,
Yeah.
like fucking straight jabs and all that.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
know they're going to bang, 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 and
Yeah.
it's going to get some good hits on them.
Chan man,
Bang,
gang,
bang,
gang.
yeah.
No,
You
but
put it into character.
Would you
Yeah.
rather see that fight or someone just a normal standard boxing
Yeah,
jab?
well,
jab?
that's why
You wanna
the
see a
bare
scrap.
knuckle gets a lot of
Yeah,
what's
because
big
people
bare
wanna-
knuckle because it's the skill
People
level
want to
ain't the
see a
same,
scrap.
but the
People want to see someone get hurt.
100%.
People want to see someone get knocked out, don't they?
Yeah, yeah.
And half the time with normal boxing, them little fucking preeny jab, jab, jab,
Yeah.
don't knock them out. So you
Yeah,
need
yeah.
the big swing to come through. They don't knock him out.
That's
It's
why you
true,
come in.
though. Yeah, nobody's fight, though,
That's where
is
the
it?
windmill comes into
Yeah,
play.
just have to keep winging, swinging.
You winking.
Winging, swinging.
No
So
diddy.
Got me through.
what are you thinking for your next one then? Are you going for like? Because
I'll be
obviously
fit as fuck this
you've
time.
moved through. You've kind of moved up in opponent in terms of notoriety and that. So Bash was obviously has good following. So
Yeah, it's got to be someone who's got
Bringing something to the party.
like a following. I can't just have someone off the estate because I've had two of them, and now I've had Bash. I'm not being funny. Bash has got a massive following, hasn't he?
yeah.
So like,
Got
yeah,
dealt
it's-
with.
oh yeah,
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
got over 100,000 followers on. Do you know what I mean?
yeah,
well
yeah, yeah.
known.
In that community,
In that
he's
community,
one of the main
fighting,
faces.
isn't it?
Yeah,
You see it? So it's got to be someone on that level, innit? I'm not
Yeah.
arsed if they're better. That people think they're better than me. I'll stop
Yeah.
fighting.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I'm not arsed because a lot of people thought Bash would beat me, but did he? Back then, didn't he? Do you know what I mean?
No,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
I think if you just keep on the training program, bro. Obviously,
Yeah,
like
I
anyone
will-
that comes to you is gonna just be a light work. It's gonna be easy.
I will train like fuck this year. I was training before the fight before that. I was training like fuck, running a lot, doing things, but I lost a lot of weight.
yeah. You
innit?
could tell
Off
the
this
difference
sa-
in you physically.
See this one, yeah, but I've lost when I went up before Bash and went on that mad 3-week session. I lost, yeah, because I lost so much weight when I was running. On that session, I lost all my muscle because I
Yeah.
just didn't eat for like 3 weeks. I wasn't
Yeah.
looking after myself.
not
so
ideal,
I
to
just
be
lost
fair,
all
is it?
my
Yeah.
muscle, yeah, and just gone and fought Bash. Do you know what I mean? So, but if it was if I fought Bash when I was had my weight on me, like my muscle, and I was fit, you'd have got
Bro, you keep
well.
on the diet plan. You just keep
Yeah,
the
do you know
protein
what I mean?
coming in. You're gonna be killing it. Like it's gonna be easy.
That's the plan.
Just keep on the diet. Stay
Gigi
out of the
be turning
kitchen.
up at yours with just chickens.
Stay when you're in the kitchen.
Steak,
Just make
chicken
sure you
and
cook
rice.
your morning.
If I ain't getting through to him, he better be cooking some chicken or something.
There's only one thing you better
Yeah,
be
if you're
doing
in that kitchen, son.
Yeah, that kitchen chicken from now on.
The only
Steak
thing with
and
this
eggs in that
kitchen is
kitchen.
for cooking.
Eggs and chicken.
No late night chats.
Yeah, no,
Fuck's
sick.
sake.
Well,
Only chicken chat.
Yeah.
what from your perspective, Gigi? What are you thinking? Like, how happy are you with where you're up to now, and what are your plans sort of going forward?
Regarding Unleashed.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so I think the first time round was good. Set the levels with the first show.
Yeah, yeah.
Second time was even bigger and a bigger attendance, but obviously, unfortunately, it got cancelled short.
Yeah,
So the last one we did, the Halloween, was like a redemption,
yeah,
which I feel like we kind of proved our point where we are on top of things and we got
Yeah.
good security there and we are willing to make things better for everyone.
which you did. 100%.
which,
Yeah,
which,
sure,
we
yeah.
did. And now this one, the next one, I do believe will be the biggest one in attendance and hopefully better fights as well, innit?
Yeah, it's just
People will
about
be
building the hype.
defending their belts as well.
Mm.
People,
No
people,
one's taking my belt.
people don't. Yeah, that's what
I've
People-
got two.
people
Just to
are-
let you
I've
know.
got two, you know.
people are looking to take belts and
Yeah.
people are looking to
I'm not
defend
just a
belts.
champion.
Yeah, yeah.
The double champ is
yeah.
back.
Fuck he won.
Yeah, that's what he won.
Because I was champion. I won a championship on your leash, but because he had FRB, fucking that Bash, I
You
took
won that
his
belt.
So you know Luke Dyson,
Yeah,
Tom
yeah.
Lentz, they've got their champions for FR, but now I'm champion.
Yeah, that's sick.
Big champ.
So now
So you'll be defending both.
There's an FRB champ and an Unleashed champ.
2-1, baby.
That's sick.
2 in
Well,
one
that,
fight.
even the introduction of the bouts was a good touch, and I feel like you've in terms of like the ideas behind it and the professionality of it, you've kind of leveled. I've watched you level up from each one because like the first one was let's get it done and see if how possible it is, and you pulled it off.
Yeah, it
And
looked
then it
sick
was
though,
like
didn't
let's
it, for
spruce
first one?
everything up, do all the final touches
Yeah,
on it, and then
yeah,
the second one was perfect. Obviously, some things out of your control went off, but then what's nice to see is then you've come back and you've proved that every single thing, any of the slight doubts
any
that
doubt
from the
in it,
second
yeah,
one, like,
sorted,
will this be
You
a
will.
ongoing thing?
Yeah,
You
fixed
proved
it,
big
basically,
time, yeah. So yeah, first problem that popped up, you fixed it like that.
Yeah.
But that is testament. Obviously, that is what's gonna obviously
And
like,
it's
drive
gonna
it forward.
be that element every now and then if you
You
fucking
go-
put
you
everyone
go
in
It's
a
a
room.
fight. It's a
You
fighting
go to
event.
a
You're gonna get
fight
people.
night, yeah.
gassing
You
up.
go to
Yeah,
a pub,
100%.
someone's had a beer and they've seen a fight. They think they're hard, so they
Yeah.
let the person
But
next
bro,
to
it happens
that's
in the
what
local
happens
pub
in boxing
every week,
matches,
so it's
yeah.
like, and they
Yeah.
don't get
You know
shut
them white
down
colours.
and
That's
go
what they
on.
used to
Yeah.
do. The white collar on
Yeah,
the
that's
Sunday
cool,
because it
see.
used to be Saturday, but then it just
Yeah,
used to get
because
wrecky. You know what
they
it
see
did?
someone have a fight and think, oh, I'm pissed at me. I'll have a
Yeah,
fight.
yeah.
Because they
But-
just watch the fight.
Yeah. It's like
Well,
going to football, the two
yeah.
fans start fight. Like, it is what it is, but
gonna
you
happen,
proved
innit?
big time that you clamped down on it, but without it taking over the event as well. It
Yeah.
weren't like, it was
Yeah.
still a relaxed event, and it was just that last one was on point. Big
Yeah, it
time.
was good though.
Sick, bro.
Yeah, I feel like I'm happy with the progression with it, to be fair. So I
So
feel like
what-
it's only up from there, innit?
Well, you done
What
three
sort of
this year, yeah.
plans you got in mind for
I'll
it?
tell you that I have to kill you. Nah, just more. Like I'm gonna try bring a little bit more entertainment into it. Like my show is completely different to like any other like boxing show because it's like a party with a boxing ring in the middle.
Yeah,
Do you know
no,
what I
I've
mean?
noticed it is very
But,
entertaining.
yeah, but everyone wants to watch the fight as well. They'll
Yeah.
stop the party to watch the fight, and then as soon as
Yeah.
the fight's finished,
Back to
they'll have the
partying.
party, and then wait for the next one. You get what I'm saying? It's
Yeah,
a
yeah,
wicked
yeah.
vibe.
Yeah,
It's like
of
a
course.
mix.
Yeah.
It's like bongo bingo cross boxing.
It is.
Yeah,
It is.
that's what I
It is a
said
bit
to someone at the
elite,
last
'cause I
one.
thought that.
They were like, "What's?" I think I took a video and I was like, "Well, it's basically you got boxing." I said, "But the crowd is like fucking all the birds at the
like
bottom.
a reggae.
It's going on, bro. Yeah,
they're on the
Pops
table.
off.
Yeah, the birds are going
twerking
mad.
and that. All the lads are loving it because they're watching the birds.
You're loving it. You're loving it.
Watching that, you watching it.
yeah. Spent 9 fights watching the birds. Went out there and knocked out Bash, and then went back to the birds.
It's alright.
So what, are you thinking you're going to keep it at the in Wolverhampton at the hangar? Like, is that?
Yeah, I think that's obviously everything's good there. So the
It's a
sounds
good. It's a good hub and it's a nice
Wicked,
central
man. Have
point.
you seen how
Yeah,
set up it is?
it's
Even the
sick.
first one's
Even
better
the
than
lighting
all
is
the
good.
others. Do you know, like
And you're sort of
normal?
ironing out problems in one place.
Yeah.
Go to another place, you have to sort
And
of start that
he's
again.
got a good relationship with him. Do you know what I mean? So
Like,
there's-
we've got options where we can just go to a smaller venue or even a same size venue, but it's not going to be the same thing. And
Same
like, we
vibe.
want to give the boxers and like the fighters the feel of like they're stepping out.
They're
of
stepping
Wembley.
out. They're
Yeah,
stepping
yeah,
out.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
They're stepping
definitely.
out.
Yeah,
Like,
Definitely
it's a
has
big
that
crowd.
feel. Definitely. The first time I went, I was wow surprised.
Yeah, I was
Because
like,
I
whoa.
obviously knew what you was doing, but I didn't know the scope of how big you were doing it. And then everything, the smoke coming up, the like
Yeah, you got
scream
like
behind,
hundreds
everything
and
about
hundreds of
it.
people there, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
First ever fight, and people walking into a crowd with massive.
Yeah,
crowd.
no,
So
it's
when
a-
they win, imagine their feeling like first.
Well, that
ever
lad
fight.
from Telford, everyone was going mental. That felt like you was at a huge fight. You
Yeah,
know that
massive
the
fight.
young lad,
Yeah,
one of the
yeah.
first ones.
Ellison.
Yeah,
Was
yeah,
it the
yeah.
first one?
Yeah,
Was it the
it's
first one?
Third one.
Oh, the
Third one,
third.
yeah, one of the
third
first
show.
couple, yeah.
Yeah.
And then when Bash, there loads of people went mad when
Yeah.
I won Bash, innit?
And you can always see. I always like say when I'm editing the videos, when you're watching the footage back, it feels because you obviously watch TV, you watch these events, it feels even bigger because I'm watching it and I'm thinking this looks like all these other big events.
Yeah,
So-
no, it definitely does. It looks packed out. Obviously, as I said, the first one I was at was rammed, man. It was going off.
Yeah, it was sick too.
You was loving it.
No, bro, I was lit the first time, bro. Yeah, I mean, now I hear everyone's on tables the second one. I'm like, I was getting told off the first time. I was like, oh! Yeah, man. No.
Every time I looked over, you'd be doing something else mad. I was like, Jesus.
Dread swinging.
Yeah, that's it. It's
We're
good.
glad to go home.
Nah, literally.
It's just about having fun on that event, innit? It's like more of a fun event than sitting down like speculating.
Yeah,
the
yeah, definitely.
Yeah, let them twerk, innit?
Yeah. Well, it goes hand in hand with like what we were saying about people are coming to this event. You know what it is. Like you're not trying to sell it as something that it's not. At these other boxing events where everyone's in the suits and that, and they're watching some amateur boxing.
Yeah, it's pretending.
It's all it's all a bit fucking pretense.
Imagey,
and,
innit?
Yeah.
They're watching the people they want to watch.
A bit
'cause they're from the
arrogant or
same
whatever.
areas. And some of them don't like them other people, but they like them people.
Yeah, it's a
but
bit
they're no
pretentious.
trouble. They're just having a drink and a little dance, innit?
Yeah,
Well,
just
that,
enjoying themselves.
You've identified that this side of it is much more entertainment, and then that's why obviously you're bringing in actual entertainment stuff like the music and like I thought that with that last one, the bits with Subsy in the middle where he was jumping around the ring and that, and it was just getting you hype, and it felt like it was a live performance.
What was it?
Oh,
The
yeah.
commentator guy. The guy was
Subsy,
the
yeah.
ring announcer. Yeah.
It's just electrifying,
I like it.
isn't it? You gotta think it's good though, isn't it?
Hype man.
And the lights
Big hype
going
on
off
Subsy.
to the
All
music
the
and
lights,
that was
smoke,
sick. Yeah.
people have never even done anything like that. It's a water experience for them, innit?
Yeah, to be fair, I don't know
walked
anyone
out
that's
to his
doing
own
anything
song.
like
Yeah,
I
he
walked out
walked
to
out
me,
his own song.
Well, you got bars.
I got bars.
Really? Okay.
Okay, then.
Tutu
I
Jam.
swear I played that to you. It's on drum and bass.
Potentially, I can't remember.
How's
We
it
listened to a
go?
lot of songs.
Shit, you would have remembered, trust me.
Jamman, gang,
He would have
gang,
remembered
pussy.
if he was my song.
I have to get on a tune still.
Yeah.
I'm a boxer right now. Yeah, man, that's sick.
But yeah,
Just literally keep
full
training and
package,
just
innit,
keep putting the events on. Like,
Just keep it moving, natural and organic. That's the main thing. You know, when people try too hard to do something, it doesn't work. But this works, so don't change too. Like,
don't fix it if it's not
He's
broken.
made everything like tweak it up so all it's good. But there's no reason to like change anything else, is there?
well, like you
No,
said,
no.
since you've tightened up on the security, like obviously there's only so much you can vet who's buying tickets, but you've tightened up
Yeah,
on security,
yeah,
and
that's
that's
what I
it, you
mean.
know. And you just perform to people, and you show them, look, we have got it under control. Like
Exactly.
Jake said, you haven't it. So
What was this third one? Fourth one next one. And there's that second time
For
That
3
could be
events
anywhere.
the size of this,
yeah,
it's
but
mad.
they've all been
Like,
busy. It's not like it's 3 events and they've been like a little bit full, and it's been like, oh, it's like, mate, they've been rammed every
First
time.
one
bro.
was
ram-
sellout.
Yeah,
It was hench, yeah, bro. I remember getting there like, fucking hell, this is
hundreds
going off.
of
Like, yeah.
There's hundreds of people there.
No, it's amazing, bro. It's actually
Just
sick.
to get a little, you're gonna get a little couple of
You can't
two
stop
groups
that.
have a little. Do you know what I mean?
It is
It's
what
gonna
it is.
happen if you got it sorted quick time.
But yeah, that getting it sorted quickly, and I think people from that other event have seen a lot of people go and know you properly and
Yeah.
personally, or they are with people that know you. So I think seeing the effect that had on your event and all this effort you've put in, anyone else is doing that.
No,
you're
it's
you're a
not
piece of shit. Do you know what I mean?
happening.
Because
The
you're
thing is,
you're
them-
purposely ruining something you're spending
Yeah,
a
them
lot of
people are
time
not allowed to
in,
come
and for the
again.
boxers not
Do you know what I mean?
fighting stuff
Yeah.
like that. Like,
Yeah, waste time.
Yeah,
They've trained for it. It's
Train
like, yeah,
for-
you can't have them people.
You train for 12 weeks, yeah. A lot of the boxers are pissed off. and
Yeah,
then they've
I
trained
think
for
now they
12
know
weeks.
how many
Yeah,
people
yeah.
it will affect, and I think there's obviously before anything like that happens, sometimes people just don't know because they don't think about it. But now it's
Yeah.
happened,
Yeah.
people know that
Well,
actually that
yeah,
would
they're
affect
it's
so
not
many
happening
people.
again. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not going to happen again.
And he'd be chasing them and throwing them out if it does.
It'll be me fighting.
Yeah,
him.
you're ready.
Yeah, for sure.
There was a bit where I said I had you
I will
on,
get unleashed.
I had you on video, and you was like, you could see that there was a little bit of a like discussion between 2 people, and you was like fucking on it like a meerkat straight away, like, ready to go down there.
I was like, not today.
Yeah, it's like you
I was
stop.
devastated. I just won that fight, and I was thinking, "Where's the bears?" And they're all just going out the fucking door, and I'm thinking, "What?
No, then lock
Where's
off.
my win, man? Where's the bears? Like, what are you coming for the bears? Like, you know what I mean?"
Where's my belt? Where's my birds?
Yeah. All I want is
And I
2
just
gold
see
belts
them
and a
all going
bird.
out the
2
ring.
gold belts and a bird.
Devil, man.
Oh, fuck's sake, that's golden.
What I was going to ask as well, because obviously part of the thing with Chanman was about him sort of coming off of sessioning and stuff, and then going through training and that being more positive. Like, are you still feeling like the training's keeping your mind in the right place and stuff like that?
For myself.
Yeah.
Yeah, training is training is very good in it to keep your mind off of like things that's going on or whatever. But when you train and you feel good, look good, like automatically your mental health's better anyway.
Yeah.
Also,
Yeah.
And if
Yeah,
you're helping
be-
other people as well, like even that's just an add-on as well, isn't it?
Yeah,
Do you know
yeah,
what I mean?
yeah.
If we see the progression in others, it just makes
It's
you feel
fulfillment.
better.
Putting
Yeah, yeah.
positivity out everywhere. Like, there's
100%.
nothing.
If you,
there's-
put
if you
good
throw
energy
out
out, you
positivity,
get good
you're
energy.
gonna get it
Come
back
back.
anyway.
Yeah, and that's 100% a thing. Like when I think about when I was living shit and I was just being a miserable, negative person, like, oh fuck, you just attract them. Out of nowhere,
Whatever
all the
you
people
put out,
around me were just like they wanted
yeah.
to,
whatever
wanted
you
to chill
put
with me. Were
out,
shit
you'll
people.
get in. I'm a
Yeah.
massive believer in energy.
Yeah.
If you put good energy into the world, you'll get good energy back out.
The only
If
thing
you
I'd
train
say,
hard and feel good, you'll
Things-
get good
yeah,
people
you know,
come.
you'll definitely reap the
you're in that
benefits.
mad, horrible state because you've been taking drinks and drugs and come down. You hate yourself, and then all these bad people come around you.
Yeah.
Well, that's what we're
So you
saying.
want
I
this,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
want that.
hateful
It's 'cause
people.
what you put out, what you get in.
yeah, it
I
is.
saw some video and it was basically saying like when you say, you know, when you're negative or like you're like you speak in a way which is not progressive, things are
Yeah,
never
yeah.
going to happen for you.
No.
When you start saying, oh yeah, I'm going to do this,
I am
or-
gonna be that,
or like
I am
even if
gonna-
it's like you can't actually physically do it, you're
I
going to try and work
manifest
towards
loads of
it.
things.
Like,
I
yeah,
do.
man.
I'm a manifester, like I always say to him. I manifest things.
No,
Well, they have.
that-
There is
that-
proof to that like whatever you think about,
Will
you are.
happen.
Yeah, but because
If you
if you're
believe it.
thinking about it all the time,
Yeah.
subconsciously you'll start to live
Yeah,
and do
yeah,
things
yeah,
that
yeah.
will lead
If
to
you,
it happening.
if you
Yeah.
believe
So,
it
like-
truly, it'll happen. I
Yeah.
believe.
Well, you'll
You'll
do
be-
things
yeah.
subconsciously
But
that
your
put
energy
you on a
has to
path.
be
Yeah,
good.
definitely.
You can't have negative energy because when you're negative, you think
Yeah.
negative things.
And you do have to take action. Like them birds that sit there and go manifesting success, and then they
Yeah,
do
yeah,
absolutely
yeah.
nothing
You
about
gotta
it.
point your finger
They're
at
not, they're not going to be
Yeah,
successful.
yeah,
Like
Yeah,
you have
yeah,
to.
yeah.
It's
because they
hard
truly
work.
don't believe it.
Yeah,
you
it's-
have to be a
it's
psycho
but
to
it's,
it.
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
a
so
You have
mindset.
to. I like Conor McGregor thing. He said you have to. You have to be.
But
like
look
a
at
bit
what
of
he
a
did.
psycho.
He was in the gym
Yeah,
8 hours a
yeah,
day or
that's
whatever.
what
Yeah.
because he believed it that
Yeah.
much, and he could become it.
But put in the
That's
hard
what I
work,
believe.
so it's like it's a mindset and then the hard work as well.
Yeah,
and like
yeah,
the
but
end goal
he
inside.
knew it was hard work. He knew like he couldn't be.
But I'm saying that some
I know what you
people,
mean though. You have to work
yeah, some
hard.
people
Yeah.
that will say about the manifesting,
Yeah,
they ain't
yeah,
actually
yeah.
willing to
Not
put in
doing
the
it.
Yeah,
hard
you're not allowed
work.
to
They
put it-
believe
that's
I'll
why they
think
never
about
get
it.
nowhere.
Yeah,
And never
yeah,
do
yeah.
what they think they're gonna do.
Yeah.
What you said's true though. You do have to be a bit manic with it,
Yeah,
a bit
you're
like
crazy.
not, you know,
I'm a
you
bit
do a bit
crazy
deranged with
anyway.
it.
Yeah.
So when I believe something's gonna happen, if I put that in, what everything I've got into it,
Yeah.
I think it will happen.
It gives you
Yeah.
that hyper focus,
Yeah.
though, innit? Like you
Should we
said.
check that thing?
If not, you just
flashing.
No, it's been doing that the whole time, bro.
The whole time?
Yeah, I've been. If it's
Yeah.
not, I was getting worried.
Let's just double check it because it said it was going to cut out. Is that still on?
I know. I think it's films for an hour. It should be.
The screen ain't on.
You can't see it.
Oh,
'cause
no,
it-
it's on the back.
yeah, it's in the thing.
So what would you do? Press it.
You can check it
Press
if you
again.
want. You can check it if you want.
You might as well check it and we'll just cut it out, bro. Just in case we don't have our angle.
How long have we been going, man? Keep it off, donkey.
Probably won't be much longer.
Flicking the yeah.
Oh yeah, we're still going.
It
It's
was.
worth, it's
That
worth
was
checking,
perfect.
bro.
That's perfect. It's bare hot.
Yeah, leave it.
Is it
That's cool.
recording?
Yeah, that's cool.
That's mad. It's
I'd
good.
rather check than get to
Yeah,
the
no,
end.
well,
Like, when
I
Matty didn't
wanted
press
to do it
record.
at the start, bro, but like, we were into the
Was it was
flow,
your
so-
one when Matty didn't record the other angle, so it's like
Yeah,
your
yeah,
angle
yeah,
or
yeah.
wide angle and then no other.
Yeah, but we were laughing at GoPro Golden. Come on, boy.
Yeah, chilling.
Go on.
You were saying, Chan, man, basically the next geezer's getting absolutely tumped up.
One time
One time, Channa.
in the house.
I think you should come
Fight-
out,
I'll
rap
fight
your
for the-
tune when you're coming
Fight
out.
for the birds.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, my
And last
birds.
time
Oh, my
they all
birds.
walked away. I was devo, bro. Do you know what I mean? I
said,
just
right,
brought
I want you
camping to
next.
this and so just bang the geezer clean out and just all walking away. I'm thinking, what? So, I ain't coming back again.
But yeah, Gigi, on that subject of like, obviously you were saying about the training making you feel good and stuff.
Yeah.
Do you feel like with Unleashed as well and having something to focus on, like how big does that impact it?
Yeah, like the training or how it makes me feel.
More how it makes you feel.
Yeah, so Unleashed, yeah, I feel like even behind the scenes, I'm constantly working. Even Chanman knows, like, I'm always on my phone editing pictures and stuff like that. So, like, I think, like, for me, it's natural for me now. Like, if I didn't have nothing to build up to, then I'd be like, I'll just find something else to do anyway.
Yeah.
I'm quite active in it.
What he does,
I just feel like I got an active head in it. So,
Yeah.
like, if I'm not doing that, then I'll be doing something else anyway.
Yeah.
music or
But
something.
I'm happy when I'm focusing on something.
Yeah.
So like Unleashed, I'm happy when I'm doing that. Like, that's me. I'm happy doing
Get
that.
obsessed with it if you
Yeah,
like.
but that was
Yeah,
what you
yeah.
gotta do. Though you gotta like find peace in like being a bit of a
Yeah.
workaholic, like especially if
I
you
think
enjoy
that's
what
what
you're
it's
doing.
like,
Like you're not
yeah.
really working though, are you? Like it's
Yeah.
graft, but like
I couldn't just not do anything in it because
Yeah, it has
I
to do
think
something.
yeah.
The most influential people I know are all like that. Like the more I sort of
Workaholic
edit my
is great,
circle,
innit?
they're all like that. Like you're like this geezer's got about 18 jobs.
Yeah.
But
you
it
got
just,
to.
but you're always busy and I'm always busy and it's like I
And
can't
if you
really.
took, if you took one of them jobs away, you just find another one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
it's
the
like a
point.
void,
As
you
soon
just-
as there's
it's like
free
a
time,
vacuum, you
that's
just-
how
Yeah,
we started the
yeah,
podcast.
yeah,
Really,
yeah,
is
yeah.
like I want to do something
Has
else. I
to
want
do-
something
yeah,
to focus
yeah,
on, and I
to
want
do
this. And like we've been talking about different projects to
Yeah,
do
yeah.
and stuff. And like I think when you're around them people that have got them mindsets that they're always looking for what can we do?
infectious.
How can we
You
move
build each
forward?
other up,
Yeah, yeah.
I feel like everything you do as well just builds up your other craft. So like,
Yeah, yeah.
say the boxing. I started the boxing through my music.
Yeah,
So like I had music and I used my following for the music and I thought, right, I'm just gonna start something fresh. Right, boxing. People
Yeah.
like seeing people getting punched up.
Yeah,
punching each other up,
yeah,
innit?
yeah.
Simple.
I thought,
Happens on
we'll do it
road
with a
enough.
little bit of rules
yeah. So like I like
in a ring.
I thought just put that my following from my music and just show them what's next, innit?
Yeah.
Like the fights and that, like and then they reacted in a good way. So I thought, yeah, cool. I used the following to promote my boxing
Yeah.
thing.
That's big though, bro. And obviously coming off what you were saying, obviously influence is key. So like you've used your music influence. So like, you know, what we've been saying about, you know, you've got to find some sort of passion. I feel like when you do things like you've been doing the music, like you grow yourself and bro, you can off branch and do multiple other things from it. Like you were saying, how many things have come from just, you know, picking up a camera? What
Yeah,
your
yeah,
life's
yeah.
changed from the minute that you did
Yeah.
that.
Focusing on something
Yeah,
and,
just
and
focusing.
using a bit of your talent to like be creative and express yourself, and then all of a sudden you,
But
do,
yeah, you've
you
got to
open up all
reach.
these different things.
Yeah, you know
and just
people.
even meeting other people, because at the end of the day, like I'm not trying to just be friends with some random fucking tramp or some random
some
geezer
random
that,
Joey,
that ain't doing nothing, and that's not
Yeah.
mean to anybody. Like, but I just don't. You
Just
get to an
like
age
no new
where I don't
friends.
need I don't need random people in my
No,
life. So
you've
it's
done all
the
that
same the other
session,
way.
didn't you?
Yeah, no one needs.
You find that random.
Did 'em in the-
Yeah, that's
in
what I
the
mean.
kitchen.
Yeah, but also no one needs me randomly in their life. Like you
Yeah.
meet through similar interests,
Yeah,
we're both all
if
wanting
you're
to move
building
forward. Yeah.
and someone else is building, you end up building together.
Yeah.
Law
well,
of
that's-
attraction, innit?
100%, yeah. Like the people that, when I was in a mess, the people that would want to spend time with me, no one doing something would want to spend time with me because I'm doing stuff. Like,
What have you got to offer?
yeah. Because
You're getting a bag in or what? Oh, that's that.
Yeah.
That's what
everything is I think when you start to see like everything is a reciprocal relationship. Like even say with your missus, they were like you support her in ways, she supports you in ways. Like if it's one way, it starts to get. Why would you have that in your life? If you just someone's just taken from you, it doesn't make sense. So
funny
everything is a bit transactional, but just in a positive way.
I feel like, especially when you do more as well, that you're always gonna get like a little bit of envy in it. Like, I think you're gonna just encounter that. You'll always find as you start to elevate, people
doing less.
People, not. It's just like not. It's more people that know you, and it's not even always friends. It's like when they see you doing well, it's like people will try and compete with you, and it's like
or just bring you back down to where you were.
But it's also I'm doing this and I'm doing that, and it's like well, I know you were saying
That's
that,
what
and
happened
like,
to me,
but I don't know. People
Did
try
that
and tell
happen?
you what you're doing and what they're doing.
Yeah.
So what happened with
when
that?
I started doing good this year and that, all the people at the woodworks, I was sessioning you for years. No one pushed me up. You get me?
Now you're coming out.
They start trying to drag you back into that world. There's a lot of people trying to drag you back in because they feel they hate themselves on the session. Yeah. So they just don't want anyone else to progress. But do you know what I mean?
Because you're holding up a mirror to them and what they're doing.
Like I said to you, that's them. Like it's like when you're on a come down, you want to kill yourself. You don't want no one else. It's the mindset you're in.
It's every time
You can't feel bad for them because everyone's
They're
been
in
We all
that
have the
world,
same
everyone's
chance.
been in that world. Do you get me?
We all have
In
the same chance
yeah.
to better ourselves. Like I didn't wake up one day and someone went, "Oh, here's
I've
a
had-
chance to be a better person." Like it took me fucking
I've
hard
had
work.
I've had hundreds of messages when I was doing TikTok and people out with ADHD, borderline personality, and I was doing my videos, doing cold dips and all that, saying, "Oh, how do you do it?" And obviously it's messaging back. I was like, "This is how I did it." So you try it, innit? Go on a cold dip and go to the gym. Try and find some new friends from the gym. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I always say to people as well, if you're in a bit of a rut in your mind and it's like people do the same thing but they want a different outcome, it's like I always say to people, do something different. Like put something different into your routine, like change your diet or like, try and make I wouldn't say like make new friends per se, but if your head's proper fucked, like sometimes you gotta expand your mind and your consciousness and just do different things, man.
And your work ethic as well, because obviously when I was on a come down and things like that, I couldn't be asked to do anything. When I started training, I used to train hard, like mad hard, like going like mad runs and 5 mile runs and stuff like that, and go to the gym every morning for 2-3 hours. No one ever seen that bit. Do you know what I'm saying?
Well, they only see the highlights.
The behind the scenes again.
But when you start to change your mindset, that's when you start to do that.
That's one of the biggest things you find from people that might say message you and be like, "Oh, I'm in a bit of a bad place. Like how you seem to be doing well." It's like they don't see the hard work. So sometimes I've tried to explain to people, "Oh, well, why don't you just do this or do that?" Like little steps, but 99% of them people that have ever sent me them sort of messages are not in a place where they want to put in that hard work. So when they the first hurdle they see, what this actually is hard, and I have to actually put effort in and what do a long day,
you
and
have
then
to go and run 5 miles in the morning,
they're back
6 in the morning. Well, yeah, you do, because if you want to lose that weight and you want to get in the ring.
So what Tyson Fury was saying, he was like, "I'm running 16 miles a day. That's what you don't see. Like,
you
don't want to do that." He said,
I started to enjoy running. I used to hate running, but then I started. That was good for my mental health because I didn't realise when I started to enjoy it, when I was starting to get healthy and wasn't getting out of breath. When I would go and do a 2, 3, 4 mile run in the morning, then go for a cold dip, my whole day, my whole
different
mindset was wicked. Like, oh, I'm happy. I want to be happy around people.
But still took hard work to get to that.
But before that, it was a negative because I had negative mindset. But when I set my morning up with that run and then had that cold dip, and then let them
life
go
changing.
I used to feel wicked.
Yeah, but it's just like you set yourself up for like slow release dopamine.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? If you're just on your phone, doom scrolling, like your life's,
Who wants to go and do all that? But no one wants to get out of bed and go for that run. Once it's after you've done it, how you feel. Do you know what I'm saying?
That's where the willpower and the character
yeah.
comes in, because like a lot of people, they ain't got the character for that. And that's why they stay in their situation.
If they started doing it like in a routine, do you know what I'm saying? Because you can't just do it once and think, you have to keep. I always said to myself, it's consistency in my head. And I always used to think, no one can beat myself except yourself.
For sure.
If I don't do this, I can't. You can only beat yourself.
Yeah. The only voice you can't block out is your own voice.
Yeah, but if you're your own competition, that's what I started to do, be my own competition, because you can't beat yourself.
You have to have a healthy relationship with yourself.
It's a bit crazy, like.
It's not. It's normal, bro. It's normal.
That's how I used to think, isn't it?
It's normal in good rooms.
No one can beat me but me. So if
It's
I don't
true,
go
though.
run that 10 miles, do that, yeah.
You lost yourself, yeah.
Lost myself, innit?
Yeah,
Facts,
if you pinpointed the one thing out of all of them things that changes your life, it's consistency.
Yeah,
because you could do any of them
consistent.
things
Yeah,
once.
that's
Like
it.
you could have done Unleashed and sat back and gone,
Yeah, that was sick.
fucking did it, mate. Did Unleashed and
Yeah.
but that's not going to change your life. The consistency, you're doing 10 Unleashed and it blowing up and it's on the trajectory to do. That'll have an impact on your life.
Well, we always say this, don't we? You know, like when you work with bigger artists, so like you got an opportunity, you thought, wow, I didn't think I'd be doing that, and like you could sit back and get gas, but you know, you got to just
onto
use
the
it,
next.
Keep going.
use it as fuel.
That's all you all see.
It opens the door each time, innit?
Yeah.
No point just opening the door
People
and
who
not
make
going through
it
it.
always say that.
like, yeah,
Or
open
staying
it,
in that
close
room.
it.
Like,
Yeah,
I want to go
that's
to
what
the
I'm
next
saying.
room and the next room. And
That's
like,
how people who've made it, like Conor McGregor and keep it out. I've always said it's always consistency and law of attraction,
Yeah.
and the mindset. You
Being
have to get your
undeniable with
mindset
it.
right and keep going. You might get knocked back and get knocked back. Yeah, I might have had a knockback this year. Might have went on a 3-week session, but if I keep going,
but it's
and keep going,
it's the reaction to the knockbacks. It's nothing.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
what people
yeah.
don't get.
You,
It's like
you have to go through that shit.
they think, oh, I'll just do all the positive
I've been
shit and
going
I'll
through
be
shit all my
fine.
life,
No.
but I'll keep going and I won't stop. Do you know what I mean? You
That's-
just got to keep going. innit?
That's what makes it longevity is being able to take a knockback every now and then.
Yeah, you got to take a knockback.
yeah,
Not everyone's
yeah.
going to take a knockback. Everyone's
True
going to
that.
take an L in life. Might not be an L in the ring. It might just be an L in just
Yeah.
different
I
things.
feel like sometimes as well, like you do, you know, like especially like the world we live in, it's all like very social media. Everything's all like no one knows what to think. Sometimes you do have to go to like back to like old ways of
I
thinking,
don't
like
give
what
a
you were
fuck,
saying.
mate. I say I am who
Yeah.
I am. I'll just say it as I am. That's why I think I am different to other people because I just think different. I am. I will say anything I think in it. It just gets me in trouble sometimes.
Yeah.
But I'm
what we
honest.
do in the
innit?
press
brain
conference.
before
No, but I
opening
think if
mouth.
a lot more people just said it how it is,
Yeah.
life wouldn't be that.
It would be
fucking-
simpler.
Like fucking like it'd be simpler, wouldn't it?
Yeah, we do just hide behind masks.
Everyone
innit?
believes like behind my. Just
Yeah,
say
it
how
is.
the fuck it is. If you feel like shit, just
Look
say
at
how
these
you
keyboard
feel like
warriors.
it.
How many people would
Yeah.
actually be cheeky in real life as
Yeah, you'd
opposed to
never
behind?
have
You
it,
know what I
like,
mean?
yeah.
So you can't trust people
Just
online.
fucking speak what you want to say, innit?
Yeah,
And if
yeah.
someone thinks you're a knob for it, let them think you're a knob for it. You don't.
But then if they tell you you're a knob and you're like, oh shit, I actually
Yeah.
deep that was wrong,
But the
then that's
thing
how the world
is,
works, isn't
this
it?
is how I've always thought. This is my logic, yeah. When you're on your deathbed, are you going to care what someone thought you had if you was acting a knob 30 years ago?
No.
you're not. And half of the people you do know when you were on your deathbed are all dead, or the people are not mates with
Or
each
they're not
other.
bothered about you.
So
yeah.
why would you care about the people of 30 years ago? Do you
Yeah.
see my
Yeah,
point?
yeah,
It's the
yeah, I
same
do
thing.
see
Don't
that.
care about them because I ain't going to be caring about them.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You ain't gonna
It's
know.
the same thing as like going for something. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
what's
yeah.
you might block yourself, think, oh, what will people think of me if I go for this? Or even starting a podcast, we discussed that people
Yeah,
probably have
like-
things. People have had
Who
things to
gives a
say
fuck?
where we're from,
Fuck
like
'em. What are they
negative
gonna do?
things,
What are they doing?
but they're sat in little rooms. This is what I mean.
Yeah,
They're
yeah,
not.
yeah.
They won't leave that room to
yeah,
go and do
we're still
anything.
sitting there in that kitchen.
Yeah,
Little rooms
they're
for
in
little
your
people.
kitchen.
Yeah, well, my kitchen.
You left them
Had
there.
a lot of people in it.
Welcome to my kitchen.
Salford! Had the old town in it, man.
But one of the things I wanted to talk to you about, because obviously we touched on where you've come from to now be in a better place, but we didn't sort of touched on where that came from or how long that was. So like, when did you like first start getting into the more negative side of things?
Man, I've had a mad life. I've had a bad life. In madness. So my mental health's always been since I was young. Like, do you know what I mean?
Like in your teens?
Since I was since early,
Younger
you
than
know.
that, innit?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've had a mad life. I've had bad things happen in my life. Do you know what I mean? But I've always just kept on coming out of them. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Resilience.
But the thing is, I always used to trust everyone, and my loyalty is what I used to give to everyone. Do you know what I mean? But then everyone used to break it and shit. Just mad
Like with friends
shit.
and stuff?
Nah, just friends. I've had mad shit happen in my life. I've had loads of shit happen. I've died before. I've died a couple of times, been stabbed, fucking been in and out of jail, just sessioning, fucking most of my life. And when you're in them dirty fucking bad places, you see with bad people, you start to see their bad characters. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But then like you just get to a point when you think, fuck that, I don't want to live like that no more.
And you
'Cause
rise
I ain't
away
got a
from
bad heart to be fair. I don't.
You've
think
obviously
I've
come
got
on
a
the other side of it because you're obviously
Yeah.
a top lad. You've always been
but
like
I haven't
nice.
got a
and-
bad heart, but I've never had a bad heart, but I've been with bad people and bad like like
Things
that
have happened.
horrible dark life. You know, like when you're in them dark places, but they've been dark people because it's dark session heads, and do you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
When you're being in that addiction and you see bad things happen, but then you think that ain't me. That's why I thought I knew I'd always come out of it because I ain't that. I'm not a bad person. Do you know what I mean?
It's just a phase, though, isn't it? We all go through
Just
phases in life.
people take drugs. This is a thing, isn't it? Like when you've gone through shit and shit, people take drugs. It's classed as when you keep doing it, it's class of like a thing of
An illness.
self-sabotage, self-harm.
Okay, yeah,
Because you're doing it knowing that every single outcome's going to be the same outcome.
Yeah.
But you're making yourself feel like shit, to feel like a come down, to feel like suicide.
So you can do it again.
And then
Feel
do
like
it
you
again.
deserve
It's
it.
self-
Yeah.
it's classed
Self-deprecating cycle, yeah.
In mental health terms, it's classed as self-harming.
Yeah,
You get what I'm trying to say?
definitely it
But
is,
when you're
though.
going through that cycle for so many years and years and years and done that much shit and your families are let down, you don't want you to be out, and you lost friends and shit like that, and your friends, I've had my friends kill myself when I was a kid and that, when I was younger, and my mates died, do you know what I'm saying? Mad shit's happened. But then you take that, but you only self-harming and only trying to get out. I only used to take drugs and get wrecked to get out of normality.
Yeah.
Because I didn't want to fucking be like in that place.
Well, it's escaping
Yeah,
the
but then
feelings,
when you
isn't
start
it?
getting sober and you start to realise it's not as bad as it is
Yeah.
after a couple of months, you know,
You
when
start
do like
dealing with life
that's
better.
what I mean when you do the camp and you start to think life's not even that bad.
Just got to correct the
Do you know what I
reality
mean?
around you.
Different-
innit?
hang around with
Yeah.
different
Yeah.
people, and you start to think, oh, he's all right actually. They're not all your mates are going to stab you in the back.
You have to distance
You know what I'm
yourself
saying?
sometimes, though. And I do feel like, like humans, like we're all just basically like programs from like who you are now is because you've been programmed from
Yeah.
school or your life. So it's
100%,
like
yeah,
you need
100%.
to like be around different people.
Reprogramming yourself,
Yeah, you
basically.
reprogram
You
your
have to-
brain, different
yeah,
friendship circles,
yeah.
different activities, and you'll think, fucking hell, like you'll look at yourself 4 years ago, like I wouldn't even do,
Yeah,
wouldn't even react how I reacted then.
100%.
So it's just about
Yeah,
programming.
growing up
like,
as well,
yeah, it's
innit?
just
Yeah,
circles, bro.
When you
Well.
said obviously that you died before, is that like from you have your heart stop
spiked,
or
didn't it? Yeah, I was in intensive care. No?
fucking hell? What was that from?
Fucking someone fucking put that bottle of GB in my drink and I necked
What's
it.
that?
GHB.
It's like a date
Rape drug, yeah.
Oh,
it's
is it?
heavy.
Yeah.
I necked the drink in a party, you know.
That wasn't meant for you, though, was it?
Well, I don't know.
Surely
Just
not.
drunk- Nah, no,
You
I
went with no
just-
trousers on in the kitchen.
I know, sure, no.
That was before
I
Diddy
just
got
thought it was
nicked.
a
He just out here drinking. Everyone's drinking. Where's the drink?
We just completely mocked his near-death experience.
I thought it was a glass of vodka. You know?
It's funny. It's
He's on the affidavit for did
And
it?
shit like that, when you got tubes coming at you and piss things, like piss
What's
bags and that.
what happened? Who called the ambulance? What people you was with?
Someone was dead. I was died twice.
So did your heart stopped?
Yeah,
and that's
died
bring you
twice.
back.
Yeah, I was in
Fucking hell.
intensive care. Woke up.
Did you
I
experience
didn't
anything
even
from
know.
that?
But when I first woke up, I was like, "What am I here for?" And all my family's like, "Drug overdose," because they thought it was a drug overdose.
Oh.
I was like, "I don't do drugs." But that's what I thought. But like I had all the masks and then all piss bags all in my stomach and that.
What, to
And,
get it
sick
out?
and that. But yeah, I was
Wow.
I was fucked like.
And what? So that do you have any memory of that happening?
No, I was
No.
fucking wrecked up.
No, that's crazy.
That's
that,
nuts.
innit?
That
It's
is.
wonky, innit?
That's actually a serious. Obviously, you're not going to drink on that as well.
Nah, shit, that's what I mean. But it's fucked up.
You're here now, though, still winning, my bro.
Listen,
you know what
you'll
I mean?
never. This is. I always believe more than anything. Yeah, you'll never die a day before, a minute before you're supposed to die, or a minute after. There's a day you're supposed to die, not a minute before, not a minute after. I believe
Yeah,
that
that's
more.
it,
I've
yeah.
had loads of car crashes. I've rat thinker. I've fucking had loads of things, man. I've been,
So, what do you believe in, like
fucking
destiny?
loads.
Like, do you believe in destiny? or do
Yeah,
you believe
you'll
in...
never die until.
Is that from a car crash? Is it?
No, that was being stabbed in the face. But I mean, that hit an artery. I nearly pissed out.
What happened there?
I got stabbed in the face. Innit?
Well, yeah. Well, elaborate a little bit.
Oh, I can't really say no more.
Oh,
I
okay,
got,
yeah.
I
Yeah,
got
you got- yeah,
stabbed
you-
in it.
yeah.
I hit an artery and he pissed out. I've been stabbed here. I've been stabbed there. I've been stabbed about 7 times.
Fucking hell.
But I'm trying to
Still
say
can't
you'll
take him
never.
out.
No, it's not that.
No, no.
I'll probably die falling off a fucking curb. Do you get what I'm trying to say? But you won't die until you're supposed to die on that.
No, I
Yeah,
agree.
yeah.
Every day, everyone's is written out for the
Everything's
same day.
written in
Yeah.
it.
It's all written 1 minute before, 1 minute after. You want to
Even the fact that that's obviously it's hit an artery, but look how close to your eye it is. Do you know what I mean? That's
It's a bit
So
wonky.
what's-
I can still see birds though.
So what's written for Cham Man then? What's written?
Great things. I believe. I've always believed in the sort of shit will happen. Good things happen. But I think I'll get to something where I can always help people. Because I like to help people. Do you know, like
Definitely.
instead of people going in the same route as me. You know what I'm saying? That shit like that.
Yeah,
Even
but
if I just like some kids watch this podcast, only 5 kids or 1 kid, and they just thought, do you know what? I felt that. I'm feeling that now, and stopped. That's,
enough, that's a win.
one good thing, isn't it?
the best advice given is from someone who's
He's been
experienced
through it.
stuff. Yeah,
Who would you
yeah.
want to go and see?
Yeah.
A fucking drug worker who's never fucking
Yeah.
doesn't even know what a fag is. It's
Well, that's
fucking-
what
or someone who's
yeah.
been off his fucking box all his
I
life.
remember in-
He knows, listen, kids, you don't want to be doing it.
Look at me, I'm fucked.
Don't
Yeah.
listen. But
Yeah.
would you listen to me or would you listen to some punk
Yeah.
in a suit?
Nah,
Well, this is the
course,
thing
course.
is that as soon as they start talking and they don't talk anything like you, and it's clear there's no experience there. Like I remember
There's no
at
goodness out
school
of
they'd
it.
get people to
I was
talk
just about
to you.
to say
Yeah,
that. It's about coming down to people's level.
send you to
Yeah.
speak to someone, and I'm looking at this woman. I'm thinking you have no idea what my life is
Yeah.
like. You
I
were
don't
just
mind
some
talking.
fucking 50-year-old woman that talks posh, and I'm
You've
like,
never done drugs.
you don't. Yeah, I remember turning up mashed as one of the things, and I was like 15, and she was saying to me like, oh, I'm glad you've come on like one of your down days. So
What do you mean?
I'm
I'm
fucking
high as
down,
fuck,
I'm
bro.
fucking
Yeah,
buzzed.
high.
But yeah,
This is what
but
I'm
that was
trying
how
to
dumb she was. It's like that was how out of
Yeah.
my world that she
I-
was, and I just remember thinking, this isn't gonna help me. Do you
There's
know what
a
I mean?
lot
This
of
is
kids
not.
out there doing it, man. And I've done a couple of podcasts and people have said that I've related to your stuff and listened
Yeah.
to it. Do you know what I mean?
But like what you were saying, it's about being true to yourself. You know,
Because
we were
I
saying
am.
earlier,
Because
but
I
it's
don't
about-
chat shit. I'll just say how it is.
Yeah.
That's what a lot of people
Do
like.
you? No, you don't.
I'll do it. I'll talk for everyone.
Chan, man.
Nah, and obviously, so what's in the future for GG and Unleash Boxing then?
Yeah, there's gonna be loads, man. There's gonna be Unleashed 25, 35 until it stops.
Just keep going.
Till Chapman's
Sick.
fell off the
Yeah,
curb.
man.
I'm
Trying
liking
to
the tea as well. That's sick.
Yeah, man.
Boom.
Design
Where
it
can
yourself.
where can people get that?
Oh, yo.
Is
Tell
that-
us-
can people order them? Yeah.
Well, these are designed to order, so shout me if you want one of these in the Instagram and that.
You
and
might
I'll
have to
make
grab
'em.
one of them.
I'll eventually get a shop for the merchandise. And
Yeah,
stuff,
definitely. I think maybe
Yeah.
at the next event, you know, you could get a bit
Yeah,
of
get a little stall or
merch
something, yeah,
store,
definitely.
'cause that could be a way to just generate more revenue. You know
I'll
what I mean? Get
sign
people
any
promoting
birds,
more.
bros.
Yeah.
Any birds, bros.
We can get some
I will
signing going
sign.
on by the winners.
Only birds. No men.
No, did he? Boys, you man killed it, man.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
sick.
I think
Yeah,
we're,
man.
we're all good, but yeah, thank you
Aye.
for coming in, man.
Big up,
I
bro.
got respect.
Killed it, lads.
Big Cham, man. Come on.
You're
Yes,
not
thank
getting
you,
you're not
boys.
getting one.
Yeah, gang shit.